What's up, guys? Welcome back to Supreme Micah. So in this upload, what I want to talk about is which protein source in regards to beef, fish, or chicken, which one is best for your overall muscle growth and or lean muscle. So let's start with beef. Beef typically has more fat when comparing it to fish or chicken, and this all depends on the cut too. Beef tends to also have a high amount of creatine, and if you don't know what creatine is, let me explain. Creatine can be purchased from the store such as a supplement can in any regards, but when you're thinking about creatine, what you want to think about is how it affects your muscles. Creatine affects your muscles by providing muscle growth, and it also improves your performance while in the gym. Okay, so next up is fish. So fish typically it has around 6-7 grams of protein per ounce. One interesting thing that I felt that you guys should know, because it's extremely important, is fish such as tuna has leucine. You may be asking yourself, what is leucine? Well, if you've been following some of my earlier content that I've uploaded so far to YouTube, you will know that it's actually part of one of the 9 amino acids. Leucine is an amino acid, and I've spoken about amino acids in some of my prior uploads. In regards to leucine, it's part of one of the 9 essential amino acids. One of the benefits of this amino acid is that it helps with lean muscle and overall muscle growth. One other benefit of this amino acid is that it helps with the production of GH, which is growth hormones. I've spoken about GH in some of my prior uploads. GH really is productive and it is best when you're asleep. This helps with your overall muscle recovery and growth. One other benefit that fish contains is omega-3 fats. Omega-3 fats can help with reducing inflammation and soreness after gym workouts. Fish overall is healthy. Now, in regards to the amount of fat within different types of fish, that's something that you want to be careful about. Depending on your goals, if it's to build lean muscle, which is very difficult to do, especially if you're not on the right diet plan, or just typically lose weight, then you definitely want to make sure that you're paying attention to the amount of fat that's in these specific types of fish. Pay attention to the types of fish that you're eating and the amount of fat content, because sometimes that can actually go against your overall goals. Okay, so next on the list is chicken. So in regards to attempting to gain muscle mass overall or lean muscle, you can't go wrong with chicken. Chicken typically has high protein, or enough protein overall for your fitness goals, for muscle mass. So one thing that you also want to keep in mind is the amount of fat that is in dark meat overall. So if you're attempting to gain muscle and one of your goals is to gain lean muscle, then the amount of fat content that is within chicken, such as dark meat, may turn you off and you may actually lean towards white meat. Make sure that you're conscious about the meats that you're eating, such as chicken, in regards to comparing dark meat and white meat and even beef, because all of these meats, even fish, it does have different types of fat content and levels within it. Overall, depending on how you cook it, it can be healthy, but it's something that you do want to keep in mind. Now, in the end, I also want to conclude that in regards to the fat topic, in regards to these meats, fat always isn't the bad guy in the room, especially in regards to building muscle mass. And I also want to touch base on this topic in some of my next videos. I won't go into this that much, but just remember, if you are eating chicken thighs, typically if you are building muscle mass, that may be typically something a bodybuilder may be able to consume and eat to be able to see some of those fitness goals that they want. Okay, so the purpose of this upload was mainly to focus on which protein, beef, fish, or chicken, is best suitable for your muscle gains. So one of the things that I want to talk about currently is the amount of calories, fat, and protein in each of these sources: fish, chicken, and beef. So when we're looking into chicken at about 140 grams equals around 231 calories. And the protein is about 43 grams, and this is typical for a serving size. Now, depending on the type of fish or the cut of the chicken, I've realized that in regards to the comparison, you usually have to consume more fish in order to get a higher amount of calories and protein in comparison to chicken. So in regards to fish, one thing that I took was chum salmon. So in regards to chum salmon, which comes in at 198 grams, has 238 calories and 40 grams of protein. Okay, so when we take ribeye steak at 100 grams, that equals 291 calories and 24 grams of protein. Now, when comparing all these three different types of meats, fish, chicken, and beef, they all definitely were at different amounts of quantity in regards to grams. But if you look at the math, you can see a trend in regards to the type of fish, the type of steak, and the cut of chicken. It looks like chicken overall tends to be the best in regards to eating less but getting more out of it. So you can eat less chicken and get more protein and more calories compared to that of a steak or a piece of fish, but this does go into the amount of quantity. So in order to reap the benefits, if you are attempting to build muscle with, let's say, fish, then you want to consume more fish so that you can actually increase the amount of protein and the amount of calories that you're getting. Whereas chicken, you can have 1 cup of chicken, okay, and that can actually be significantly less compared to how much you would have to consume in regards to beef, steak, or fish in regards to the amount of calories and also the amount of protein that it contains. Now, I also compared the fats in regards to the specific quantities that I had mentioned. Now, in regards to the ribeye steak came in at 22 grams of fat, and that was for that portion size. Now, when comparing the fat with salmon, and this is the same exact portion size that I just went over, it actually has 33 grams of fat. So from the same measurement, the cup of chicken breast that I mentioned earlier in my video, that comes in at 5 grams of fat, and that's for that portion size. So overall, chicken has less fat. Now, in regards to the other protein sources, such as fish and beef, it has higher amounts of fat. And this may vary depending on the type of cut and also the type of fish, chicken, or beef that you're eating. So in regards to the different type of proteins and which one is best suitable for your muscle mass goals, I would probably say chicken is, but that may vary depending on the cut and also the different type of proteins that you're eating in regards to beef or fish. Although chicken seems to be the best option in regards to eating less and getting the best benefits in regards to calories and protein and also having the less fat depending on the cut, I would say that it's also a great idea to mix up your choices now and then. So Don't try to eat chicken every single night just because it seems to be the most leanest option for your goals. Beef and fish also doesn't hurt at all. That may play well to your goals just as much as chicken does, but it's typically a great idea to just make sure that you're keeping an eye on the fat content overall and also the amount of calories and protein, because that will impact overall what you see in regards to muscle growth and progression in the gym. Guys, as always, I appreciate you for tuning into this channel. Make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you leave a comment, and also hit the thumbs up button, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks.